You've been told motivation and monk mode work together. They don't. Most of the time, they're rivals. Motivation begs for hype. Monk mode demands structure. If you need motivation, your system is broken. Let's fix it. In the next few minutes, you'll see why motivation dies fast while systems quietly keep going. If this already feels uncomfortably accurate, you're in the right video. Right now, you think you have a discipline problem, but you really have a design problem. Your days are wired for distraction, notifications, open tabs, constant pings, and zero boundaries. Most people aren't lazy. They're buried under so much input that they never choose on purpose. Every noisy reminder steals focus from deep work, self-discipline, and real progress. Monk mode is a short, focused season where you strip away the noise so your mindset, motivation, and mental health can breathe again. Do not click away yet, because the shift in the middle of this video is the reason you keep restarting every Monday. To make this simple, imagine Jordan, someone very close to where you are. Jordan wants better grades, a stronger body, and a calmer mind. In motivation mode, Jordan waits for the perfect wave of energy to finally get it together. In monk mode system, Jordan builds a life where the next right action is the default, not the exception. The difference between those two modes is exactly where your future splits. Think of Jordan as a mirror. The details might change, but the pattern is probably yours. Shift 1. From feelings to frameworks. In motivation mode, you wake up and check how you feel. If you feel tired or heavy, the workout or study session quietly disappears. You tell yourself you'll make it up later. Motivation turns every important task into an argument with your current mood, and your mood usually wins. In monk mode, you run a framework instead of a feeling. You build a simple monk mode. 3. One habit for your body, one for your mind, one for progress. Each is small, specific, and written down. You track them with yes or no boxes, not vague impressions. Your brain stops debating and starts counting. Emotion begins to follow structure more than you expect. This first shift matters, because the second shift is where most people quietly sabotage themselves. Shift 2. From hype spikes to boring repeats. Motivation mode loves fresh starts. New month, new notebook, new app, new rush of energy. You feel unstoppable on day 1, strong on day 2, and confused on day 4 when everything suddenly feels heavier. The high fades, so you decide the plan stopped working. In reality, the chemical spike just wore off and left you alone with the same messy systems. Monk mode respects repetition. The system is designed to feel almost boring. You repeat the same monk mode 3 again and again, even on average days. Jordan stops chasing big inspirational moments and starts treating ordinary days like the main event. Boredom becomes a signal that the system is running, not that it's failing. When your progress looks simple and repetitive on paper, that's usually a good sign. Pay attention here, because shift 3 is where you either turn one bad day into a spiral or into proof you've actually changed. Shift 3. From all or nothing to fast recovery. In motivation mode, one slip becomes a story. You miss your deep work window or your workout, and your mind says you blew it again. Instead of adjusting, you throw away the streak and promise to restart next month with an even bigger goal. Perfection is the only version of success, so you fail by design. Monk mode runs on recovery, not perfection. You expect some messy days before you even begin. If Jordan misses a study block on day 7, day 8 is not a restart. It's a continuation. The calendar doesn't go back to 0. The story becomes, I get back on track quickly, not, I always ruin everything. Fast recovery beats perfect streaks. That single belief quietly upgrades your identity. If this is calling you out, pause and comment, Day 1, your system. Let future you see the exact moment you chose systems over motivation. Shift 4. From environment against you to environment. For you, motivation mode assumes you'll resist temptation all day through willpower. Your phone sits on your desk. Notifications stay on. Social feeds sit one tap away. You ask a tired brain to say no 100 times every day. Eventually, it says yes, and the loop resets. You call it lack of discipline, but the real problem is a hostile setup. Monk mode changes the room before it tries to change the person. You clear your desk and give your phone a parking spot in another place. You move your worst distraction apps off the front page or remove them during your monk mode season. You build one 90-minute deep work window where only one task is allowed. When Jordan studies at a clear desk with a silent phone, it suddenly becomes harder to fail than to focus. You don't need a new personality. You need a new system and a friendlier environment. When the room is on your side, discipline finally has space to breathe. Shift 5. From motivated person to systems builder. Motivation mode makes you chase the identity of a constantly driven person. When you feel tired or flat, you decide something is wrong with you. You compare yourself to highlight reels and decide you lack whatever they have. Your self-worth rises and falls with your current level of hype. Monk mode offers a different identity. You become a builder of systems. Your pride comes from showing up for the framework, not from dramatic bursts of emotion. You measure yourself by how quickly you return to the plan after rough days. You stop asking, "Am I motivated?" and start asking, "Did I run the system?" Jordan isn't suddenly superhuman. Jordan is someone whose average day is quietly rigged for progress. Motivation used to decide everything. Now it just tags along. Here is the core truth of this entire video in one line. Motivation is loud, but systems decide what your life actually becomes. If you keep designing your days around feelings, your results will stay unstable. When you design around systems, your days become calm in the best way, predictable, focused, and quietly powerful. So here is your blueprint. First, write down your current motivation mode loop, how you start strong, slip, and restart. Get honest about the pattern instead of pretending it's random. Write it somewhere you will see it every morning, not buried in a forgotten notebook. Second, design your monk mode. 3. One habit for your body, one for your mind, one for progress. Make each one so clear a stranger could tell if you did it today. Third, choose one 90-minute deep work window you can protect on most days this month. Decide where your phone lives while you're in it, before the block begins. Before you click away, make sure your day one, your system comment is actually written, not just living in your head. Put it in public so you have to look your own promise in the eye. Then hit play on the video. Stoicism. Control what matters, ignore the rest. Let your brain stay in monk mode, self-improvement, discipline, and deep work instead of drifting back into distraction content. Train your mind, and your life will follow.